opened them all up. We couldn't wait. We just wanted to kind of see it all out. And as we were opening up, it was just getting better and better. And the colors are just amazing. Hi, everyone. My name is Denise. I live in Ottawa, Ontario. I have lived in Ottawa for over 20 years now. I moved here for college. And I met my husband here, and so I decided to stay. And we have two, can I say lovely? They're teenagers. I think I can. They're relatively good kids, I have to say. I have two teenagers and a new little puppy at home. We have a little Shih Tzu. First time owning a dog, so there's a lot of things to learn. It's just like a newborn. I did not realize that. So I start my days at 4 in the morning, which is a little difficult. Yes, so I've decided to jump on the Vlogmas for this month of December. I know a lot of knitters are probably creating Vlogmases for all of their Advents during this season, and decided to jump on the train. I thought it would be lots of fun. It's the first time that I have Advents for the Christmas holiday. Normally I've never really indulged. I always felt that it was a bit pricey and just didn't really have it in my budget, the time of the year, blah, 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 blah. And this year I just kind of decided to jump on it. I did a small one. It was a 13-day for October. It was for Halloween, and it was with White Leo and Roxy, and as well as Bad Yarns, which is dyed with the Rosehaven Yarn store. I believe it's the lady who owns the store that dyes the wool. They had done a collaboration for Halloween, and they did a Rocky Horror Picture Show Advent, and it is amazing. I'll do another separate video just to kind of show you that Advent and what my plans are for it. But I had such a great time. Even though my friend Shelly and I, we opened up all of our Advents on day one. Like, we just went through every day, every package. We opened them all up. We couldn't wait. We just wanted to kind of see it all out. And as we were opening up, it was just getting better and better. And the colors are just amazing. And if you've seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show movie, you can kind of envision the sort of color palette that would be there. Lots of blacks, reds, greens. Yeah, really beautiful. They also had done stitch markers that were just so cute and very like themed to the movie. So I won't go too far into it because I will show you that in a separate video. But yeah, so I wanted to start this Vlogmas. I've always wanted to start a YouTube video. Didn't know where to start. A bit nervous about it, to be honest. But I figured I would just start talking and see how it goes. I'm definitely not consider myself a pro knitter. I don't design. I'd like to maybe dabble into some design in the future. But I just really enjoy knitting. I enjoy the community. The knitting community is fantastic. I've met so many good friends through the knitting community, traveled with them to, yarn shows, wool festivals, things like that. I've got a big trip coming up in, 2 years' time, which I'm extremely excited about. And yeah, I just met some lovely ladies, some lovely people. I've got a couple of different knitting groups here in Ottawa that I participate in. But I also, in September, I joined Nitty Natty's Love and Stitches membership. I've been watching her YouTube for quite a while and decided to try that. So I've been really enjoying it, and it's so great because I get to meet people from all over the world. There's people that are, from the Netherlands, from Australia, the US. There's a lot of people from the US, Canada. Funny enough, there's 2 other ladies that are from Ottawa, which is amazing. So it's been really, really great. And there's a lot of different events and things. And one of the events that they've organized this year, and I think they've done it in the past, is an Advent swap. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. So the Advent swap that they organized we had different options. It was either 10 gram mini skeins, 20 gram mini skeins, and you can either do, I believe it was 12 or 24 days. I decided to do the 20 gram 12-day Advent swap. I didn't quite have enough leftover yarn to fulfill a 24 day stretch without having to duplicate some of them, which I don't think someone would really like to have. But I had enough for the 12-day and decided to do that. So preparing my very first Advent for a swap was interesting. I had to sort of figure out my scale. I had to try and figure out how to work the stupid scale. Eventually figured it all out. So, you know, measuring your yarns, deciding which ones to use. I even gave some thought on like how and what order they would open up the Advent, things like that. And then, you know, having to wrap individual ones and all that. So all in all, I think it took me about 3 to 4 hours just to kind of put my mind around it. And I sat down and just kind of got it done. And it also included, you know, driving to the store to get some little stickers and things for the package. So my Advent swap buddy is another, her name is also Denise, which is amazing. It's always nice to see other Denises out there. I feel like there's not that many of us, or often they're older ladies. Although I think I can start considering myself as being an older lady. Anywho, she lives in Texas. So as part of her package, so I kind of put it in this little basket for now. It's just a basket I got from the Dollarama. Nothing really important, but I quite like these to store my little yarns. I have them in my bookshelf in the back. Often I use them for like my extras and little things like that. So she's kind of packaged it. She's given me, so basically I've got, you know, 12 of these little packages. So they're all wrapped up with wrapping paper. She's even given me sort of a little extra thing. I've decided I'm going to wait till the end to open this package up, but it sounds like it might be stitch markers. So I'm very excited to see what they are. And she's giving me 2 postcards. So she's from Texas, and she's giving me a couple of postcards. One's from Dallas, Texas, and the other one is just a postcard of Texas with some lovely flowers. Looks so really cool. I really like having that, so I'm gonna add these to my bookcase. Yeah, it's just a nice little thing to have, a nice little gesture. So I've already opened my package. Tomorrow I'll do it on video. But I've opened up my package. I'm very excited. So it looks like, here we go. It looks like she's included some mini skeins from previous yarn sets that she's received that she just probably didn't get it around to using, which is kind of cool. And this one is so neat. It's got different shades of, you know, peach, some sort of like yellow, some creams. There's a little bit of like green here. And the yarn has some stellina in it. So it's like a bit sparkly. You can kind of see it a little bit, I think, but the yarn is a bit sparkly, which is just lovely. It looks like it was part of a Harry Potter mini set with Ruby and Rose's yarn, who I've discovered recently through the Love and Stitches membership. So that's really cool. And it's the the Harry Potter mini set. So it's rose gold base, 80% merino, 15% nylon, 5% gold stellina, and it's 87 yards. And she has a little note that if there's some without a label, they're from the same set. So very cool. I quite like this. Yeah, so that's the first Advent. So I have 11 more to open, plus the additional package. I was debating on opening it today versus closer to Christmas, but decided just to go with it for today. So that's the first one. My second Advent that I purchased is with Leo and Roxy, and it's Jolyn. And it is an 80s theme. So when I went and purchased this, there was a post on Instagram, and it was also on the Leo and Roxy's website, just announcing the Advent. And all it included a photo. And the photo was the inspiration behind the Advent theme, the colors, all of that. And her theme this year is totally tubular. It's definitely an 80s theme. So I'll show you the card or the photo that was an inspiration. So the really great thing with this that I'm really excited about is there's a couple of things. So she basically says that, so basically she has, you know, watch your inbox for a newsletter with some pattern ideas, which is great. There's a barcode at the bottom of this photo here that I can scan, and it will give me an 80s playlist that I get to listen to. And she just says, you know, get ready to take a trip down memory lane. So sit back, relax, and get ready to channel your inner 80s crafter. So it's so interesting. I really love that. I think it's going to be so much fun. So the yarn came in this lovely box. They are all packaged, different colors, different days. There is there's 24 mini skeins and a full skein. And I do have to admit, I did take a peek at the full skein, which is supposed to be on Christmas Day on the 25th. I did take a quick peek at it because I'm looking at maybe doing a sweater pattern with all of the minis where you hold a plain, like a solid color throughout, and then you work in your minis. So I wanted to kind of take a peek at it to see what the color was. So I haven't quite decided yet on my project, and I may only start knitting this in the new year in January. As part of her package, she also included barber cords. So these are amazing. I'm sure a lot of you know about these already. These are so great to use when you want to try on your sweaters. If you want to put your stitches for your arms, for your sleeves, I should say, on hold. I've known people also who have used these as their provisional cast on yarn, and then that way when they go to pick up, they just slide the tip of the needle in and slide the stitches on. So it's really a great multi-purpose tool. I have some, I can't have too many. It's, you know, really my go-to. I always have these in my knitting bag. Even if I'm not knitting sweaters, I always just carry them around. The other thing that she gave me that I absolutely adore is an 80s cassette. Well, it's a cassette, obviously, from, you know, that era. And it just kind of says Leo and Roxy. It's extremely adorable. A little keychain. I'm not sure yet if I will attach it to my purse or my knitting bag or my set of car keys, but definitely going to be using this. This is such a really cool thing that she kind of put together and got done. So the first one for today, I opened it already, is Leo and Roxy, and it is this lovely pink. So different shades of pinks, lights, and some darks. And it is called When the Working Day is Done. And yeah, so it's on their 80/20 sock base. So this is number one, day one, spoiler alert. Very excited. Can't wait to open up day two on all of these two advents, I should say, that I have. And I'll probably start sharing with you a little bit more information on some of the patterns that I've been looking at knitting, which I haven't quite decided what I'll choose yet. And that's it. So it's been really great. Oh, I forgot to mention. So today I'm wearing my marble mount. Sorry, I had to think about it for a minute. My marble mount it's a pattern by Joji Locatelli. The yarn that I used is Jelaine. Now they're a company here in Canada. It's just glorious. I believe it's her. The yarn is called Bella, and it includes some cashmere in it as well. Just beautiful, and it's soft and glorious. And the pattern itself just has sort of these eyelet all the way around the yoke. It's a circular yoke sweater knit down. Yes, so I just finished this in the month of November, and yeah, that's that. So I wish you all a really good day. I will see you on day two. Bye, have fun, happy knitting.